Hey there, Smoke Master D here to talk about the latest video from Jeremy Yoder and his Mad Scientist Barbecue channel, and a criticism that I have with the video. Now, to start off with, I want to tell you that Mad Scientist Barbecue channel is my favorite barbecue YouTube channel. I love it. And I really appreciate Jeremy Yoder. I think he's a really good YouTube personality. He has a lot of charm, very personable all around. And another thing that I love about his channel is its attention and focus on science. And he does that with the way that he cooks, experimenting with new ways of making even better barbecue. So I really appreciate Jeremy and all the work that he does, and I watch almost every episode. So don't think that this video is hating on Mad Scientist Barbecue, because it's not. It's not that. So what is my criticism then? So he just did an episode on spare ribs, and he said that the first thing to do was to cook the ribs in your smoker at 225 degrees for 4 hours. And right after that, he talked about the 3-2-1 method, and that means, 3 hours regular smoke, 2 hours wrapped, and 1 hour with the barbecue sauce on to thicken up. And he said that 3-2-1 didn't work very well because of your cooker, because of what kind of cooker you could have. Now, my criticism is this: 4 hours at 225 degrees also might not work well because of your cooker. Now, you're going to have to listen to my thought process on this. One thing is, I've been doing episodes on Kamado cookers lately. So I've been thinking about them, thinking about how they work. Are they good for barbecue? Are they not as good for barbecue? And here is one of the things that I came across. I came across a channel called Smoking Dad BBQ. And in this video from Smoking Dad BBQ, which I'll link in the description, along with Jeremy's episode, I found that he compared the 3-2-1 method with hot and fast, doing ribs, spare ribs, on his Kamado Joe 3s. Now, the Kamado Joe 3 has this thing called a slow roller that recirculates smoke in the chamber. Okay? So, the thing that I've been questioning in my mind lately is, how well can you make barbecue on a Kamado cooker? And the reasons that Kamado cookers don't work very well for barbecue are these. The Kamado cooker holds in heat very well. Now, when you're holding in heat very well, you control the heat by dampening down the airflow into the chamber. Okay? And this does two things. The first thing that it does is that it decreases convection. So convection is hot air bringing that heat energy to the meat in the chamber above. So it slows that down. The second thing that it does is it chokes the fire and produces a lower quality of smoke. Okay? So you're in a situation where, to keep it down at that 225 degree level, you have poor quality smoke that's not hitting your meat very quickly, right? And that is the main criticism here, really. The main criticism is that, and Smoking Dad BBQ found this to be true, that hot and fast on a Kamado cooker is actually, it will produce a better quality barbecue taste than cooking at 225. Cooking hot and fast, somewhere around maybe 270 or so, will create a better barbecue and smoke taste in the spare ribs than cooking at 225 in a Kamado cooker. specifically the Kamado Joe 3 series. So, my criticism is that the same thing that Jeremy said about the cookers for the 3-2-1 method also applies to the temperature of 225 degrees. And really, you're wanting to think about the smoke quality in your cooker, whichever kind you have, right? What is going to produce the most smoke? And this is the fundamental truth that I want to get across to you. The temperature of your fire and the concentration of your fire and the airflow to your fire and through the chamber is at least as important, if not more important, than the temperature of your cooking chamber. So 225 degrees may not be the right temperature for you to cook at, and it may not give you that great smoke flavor that you want. The thing about offset smokers is that by being very inefficient in the way that they use fuel, they can get the best, hottest fire while also having a low temperature in the chamber. And that is why they are so good at making barbecue. But that's not to say that you can't get amazing barbecue on other cookers too. You just have to keep the basic principles of barbecue in mind when you're doing it. So that's my criticism, and I hope you take it for what it is. And yeah, go get your smoke on, y'all.